Welcome to Two Bottles Deep. We're a podcast where we venture into the world armed with humor, sarcasm, and a willingness to admit when we're wrong. Well, most of the time.
And our goal is to have open and honest conversations while we discuss topics that affect us as humans and as gay men.
And thank you so much for listening. And now it's time to get Two Bottles Deep. Hello, Wes.
Hey, Philip.
Hey.
It is quite chilly in here.
You just told me to turn the air on. You just complained about...
Your air works great. It's fine for now.
Good. I'm glad you're happy. We do have a special guest in studio.
Look at that one right over there.
You've probably heard his voice before. It's very memorable. Ladies and gentlemen, make welcome to the Two Bottles Deep studio is Jason Capps.
Third appearance.
Hey,
boys, how's it going?
Good, babe. How are you?
Doing okay. I'm doing okay. Battling a few things, but we're doing okay.
Way to start.
Wow. And the energy went down.
Well,
I'm almost dead.
I'm totally going to say that. She's one leg in the casket.
No, we're good. We really are good. I'm just battling a few inner ear issues, but other than that, we're
She's got vertigo.
Yes, just call me
on
Dizzy.
this episode at the retirement home. Where's Shady Pine?
After this episode, I'm going to throw you around and make sure I can get those crystals in the right canal.
Oh, can't wait.
Yeah, you're going to vomit.
Getting older is just so much fun. Let me tell you.
It is.
My grandfather had a saying. He used to say that being old isn't so bad. It's getting there. That's the bitch. And now
Now you're understanding.
I'm now understanding that. Yes.
Well, Jason's moved back. Jason moves every 4 hours.
Yeah.
Right. And he went to Austin and then moved back recently. So we thought, what better way to welcome him back? We had nothing else to do, was to have Jason on today and shoot the shit.
Yeah, shooting the shit with the boys.
Yes, we needed a filler. And we've had so many great episodes.
Yeah, this is kind of like we have nothing else.
One that's just like
fluff.
It's just there. It's fluff.
Yeah.
So welcome, Jason. We're glad to have you.
Thank you very much. Good to be back. Yes, wonderful.
I do have something to tell
y'all. Love the paint job, by the way.
Thank you.
It is even.
Love it. Love it.
I have some questions throughout the episode for y'all, but this morning I went on a walk around Music Row here in Nashville, Tennessee. Historic Music Row.
Oh, I thought you wanted us to clap.
I do. 4.5 miles.
Wes walked.
The extent, because I want to do the half marathon again next year. So let's just get
You're going to run it?
Yeah.
Did you said again? When was the last time you did it?
2014.
Okay.
Yeah, it was the year I moved here.
Right.
A lot of fun. Had a great time. But the cicadas are this big thing right now. There's the 13-year and the 17-year, and they're supposed to come out. And I saw one dead, and that's all I've seen. And everybody's like hyping about it. But I was attacked by birds on Music Row today. So I think the cicadas have now gotten bigger, and they're now birds. It's insane.
That was the logical.
You're
they
saying
fly.
Fluidity of that.
They fly. And these birds were fighting each other, and they just kept following me. Like there's millions of square feet of air, and they're literally just staying right above me. And I could not get away.
I cannot
it
say. It
sounds devastating.
I cannot say I've ever heard somebody correlate cicadas with birds.
Same.
But,
it's like a moth into a butterfly. So what have y'all been up to?
Not that.
I got attacked by birds that were cicadas. What's going on in y'all's life?
What is it like? I did say that Jason, his punch card is full of going away parties and coming back parties. So you can never move again.
That's why I do it.
We cannot afford this.
I can't get all of you together at one spot at any given time anyway. So I just say I'm going to leave and I'll come back and we'll do a thing.
We do a brunch. Well, how was your time in Austin, and what encouraged you to come back to Vegas?
I mean, it was good. I love Austin, and I got there, and the people that I worked with were great. And the city has changed, over time since the last time I lived there, and probably since the last time you lived there too.
Mm-hmm.
And
a lot of human feces on the sidewalks.
Yes,
we saw that.
Yes, you did.
We were like.
It just didn't have the same vibe, but I mean, that I could have finished it out, but I mean, I was offered a great opportunity, promotional opportunity, and I
Bragging about our money.
Yeah,
I got another promotion.
She's buying brunch
And
today.
Right.
I took
Good
it,
point, Wes.
and
Brunch is on Jason.
we accomplished a lot of good things in a short amount of time, so I don't regret it. And the hardest part was leaving the people I work for. So I mean, it was good. I don't regret it at all. So good time. And as you put it, Wes, it just solidified that my time there is pretty much done. So we'll still continue to visit. It is a great city to visit. So it's just not where I'm meant to be long term. So that's it.
Amen. I moved here and then moved back there and then moved back here. So about 10 years ago, when I made my final trek back to Nashville, it's almost like it's Lewis and Clark.
Almost.
The final trek, and got dysentery on the trail.
Oh.
However, I did when I went back. Yeah. But I feel the same.
Dysentery joke he does.
Yeah, I do that every other Sunday.
How many
before
times
church.
have you used the word dysentery?
I like 4 times.
Okay.
Yeah.
So not a whole lot. It's too big of a word. How's it being back? And what are your coworkers like? I mean, I just can't imagine how great they are.
It's like honestly, it's like I never left, or like I would just, I went for like a job stint and a little
3 days.
job assignment and then came back. And, lo and behold, my seating assignment was an interesting one. I find myself sitting to the left of the one and only Wesley Smith.
Oh, God.
Working together again.
Wow.
Working 9 to 5. What a way to make a living.
I honestly did not
getting by.
ask for that. And
You can ask for a move, can't you?
Oh, maybe.
Are you low on the totem pole?
I mean, I'm kind of.
You're like
yeah. I think Daniel thought it was a good idea at first.
Yeah.
But
what's the most interesting thing you've noticed about Wes's working habits?
That is not on the show notes, Phil.
Not my problem.
Honestly and truly, Wes tries to focus as hard as it is the most focused I've ever seen him at anything, to be perfectly honest. Yes, absolutely.
Wow.
And I don't know. I mean, when we were both on site, because we worked together previously with Wood Partners before, but nothing in like this capacity. So he's pretty much focused until somebody cute walks by, and then it's
that tracks.
Then I'm like,
then we're like
Jason,
we're like prairie dogs, We're
I'm like 3 o'clock.
we have this thing that we call very handsome fellas. We call them qualified traffic.
The property management
Qualified
joke
traffic. Oh, that's got some legs.
Property management term, and we were like, oh yeah, that's very qualified traffic right there. Yeah.
Would I be in that qualified traffic category, do you think?
To somebody you would be, yeah, sure.
I hope you get dizzy and fall off the chair.
Could happen.
Give it a minute.
I will say we do have a great time. We have a lot of fun working together, and it's a promotion for both of us. Being on site for 13 and 14 years, you take a regional position, and now you have sites under you, and it's like the hard part for me was I'm used to being there and doing everything, so delegating is not my strong point. So that's why I'm focused every day, because I still do it. Like I can't trust them. But we have great teams, and it's like spring and things are blossoming, and we've blossomed into a new era of our work world. Isn't that great?
That's a good way.
Why?
Very elaborate, but
it is. It's like spring and like the flowers and the cicadas just coming up, and we have blossomed.
I mean, I will say that it isn't.
Okay. Has Wes taken something?
There's
check that. What is he drinking out of? There's something. It's got to be.
You made it.
Yeah. Well,
it's water with ice.
Yeah. Well, I got to tell you something.
I can't do ice anymore. It's too cold.
Put something in there.
He's on a roll, ladies and gentlemen. No, but I mean, it is an adjustment from being 14 years on site. So it is an adjustment, and it's also a new product that I'm over. And I mean, same general premise of work, but everything's different, and that's kind of what I needed after 14 years. And so I'm excited.
It's a new change. There's challenges, and Philip's going to love this question. But what are you getting price per square foot? We go to brunch, y'all, and Jason and I will talk shop. We always have for 6 years.
I think we're doing it now.
And price per square foot, I'm getting about $379 a square foot.
Well, you got the luxury high-rise products, so I've got the what they call the build-to-rent products. So,
Which are townhomes, beautiful
single-family
townhomes.
rentals. Yeah, it's a great product. But I'm just on the burbs of Nashville. So, it's just,
All right.
Yeah.
Wow.
We
This
got
is
some-
really off to a great
We're
start. I've
killing
learned
it.
a lot.
We got some dating questions to
Oh,
follow
boy.
y'all up.
All right.
Oh.
Oh no, it was just a transition.
Oh.
But I can go in. Phil, do you have any questions?
Oh,
Where
I have
do we wanna
thousands of
go?
questions,
I love
yeah.
it. Let's do it.
Well, mentioning dating, I ask you this every time. Tell me about who you're dating, Jason.
I'm dating no one,
Oh.
Philip.
Have you been on a date since you've been back?
I have.
How would you rate it?
It
0 to
was-
10.
It was a 10. I would say it was a very good date. Yeah, it was.
Okay.
It was the first one that I've gone to in many, many, many years.
Where did y'all go to
Yeah,
dinner?
you say no a lot.
Did you do dinner or did you do?
We did coffee. We did coffee at what's that place?
Perfect.
I can't remember.
Monkey-
East Nashville.
Growler Monkeys or what
I
was
can't
it?
remember the name of
Monkey
it.
Joe's?
Bongo East.
No, it's the one that you've gone to that's next to the donut shop right there. We had sushi at the place across the street. It's a little
Okay.
shopping
All
center.
right. We don't need a Google
Anyway.
Maps explanation.
Clue. There's
Anyway,
a stop
Okay.
sign.
So
It
you
was
went to coffee.
Frothy Monkey, maybe.
Sure. Let's
Okay.
go with that
Let's
one.
go with
for
that
time,
one. There's
for
no
time.
way to figure it out.
Anyway, it was a good hour-long conversation, and we had a good time. And we still stay in touch, but that was pretty much about it.
Why do you think it was pretty much it?
I don't know. I mean, I never can tell. It wasn't anything to my.
You were all in. You would have gone back out.
Of course, I'd still go to dinner. I'd see more of him if that was what he wanted. But I don't know. I don't think he's in the same place that I am, and so that's fine too. So
That's hard in today's day and age. There's so much distractions that people don't want to date. So it's not you. Okay.
It could be.
it could be.
Possibly. I was just trying to make him feel better
That's-
on
yeah,
a Sunday.
that is
I'm
nice.
What's
not
the
the
deal-
most exciting individual out there.
Would
anyway.
either of you date a Republican?
Sure.
Okay. I
Yeah.
was not expecting that answer.
Well,
that
I
quick.
mean,
But I think there's levels of Republican, just like there's level of Democrats. Like, am I dating a January 6th rioter? No.
right, a Trumplican,
But
as
if
I call 'em.
if they are a gentle Republican who has an understanding that they can be with somebody who believes differently and respect them still, that's the same I would expect of myself. Like I could do
Very
it.
good.
It wouldn't be my. I mean, at first I'd be like, I'm gonna have to dig into this a little bit.
Mhm.
So you
Yeah.
get to know him.
Yeah,
I mean, it can be it can be challenging. I mean, most of my family is Republican, and
you've dated them.
yeah,
He is
but
from
I mean,
Alabama.
But I mean, to try to get along with them, I mean, it can be it can be a little challenging. And when that starts working its way into the conversation, and I've voted Republican more than I've voted Democrat in my life. So
Yeah,
you're
40. So.
yeah, right. So, but I think I could. I'm right there with Philip. Like if it's totally different party in and of itself. So I don't, we would have to definitely look at it. But
Yeah.
If you were on a date and you could only ask one question, and then you had to decide whether you wanted to be with them forever. I mean, yes, it's extremely hypothetical here, but what question would you or would you consider asking somebody that could give you a kind of a deeper understanding of them, or maybe it would be a turnoff and you would not be with them?
Oh, God, that's like on the spot. I was gonna be like, "What's your favorite color?"
are
Blue,
you?
married.
I mean, these days it's a pretty important issue for me. Is are you into monogamy? I mean,
Oh, that's a good.
That's a good one.
especially in our community. I mean, openness seems to be the way to go, and I'm just not there. And,
I like that.
So that would definitely be a deal breaker. I mean, because I've heard so many of my friends get into relationships, and I mean, just after a couple of months, they're asking, is like, you want to be open? And I'm like, Lord, I
just closed it off.
Yeah, that's
are you that sick of me already? Am I that old of news for you that you got to go out and get it elsewhere? I mean, I look, no judgment to people who think that works best for them, but for me, I'm just not there.
Yeah, it's interesting because we have so many straight girlfriends that will, and I've been asked too. They're like, "When should I bring up that I want kids on a date?" Because it's something that's probably not a first date thing. But at a certain point, you don't want to go out with a guy for 10 months or 6 months and then be like, he doesn't want kids and you want kids. So in our community, you need to know what role you play,
Yep.
right? Men and women.
Sure.
The man's the top, the woman's the bottom. So with
Maybe.
men, you gotta kind of talk about that stuff because two tops don't make a right. And you really have to talk about that stuff.
Tops don't make a
I
right.
stayed up till 3 a.m. last night writing that joke.
Oh,
And it all ended.
two tops don't make a bite.
No, but you have to talk about that. But really, dates should be like, let's just get to know each other. But then maybe it's a second date thing.
Well, I think if something you're going to reveal to somebody is shocking or would catch them off guard, like if I look at you and I have a general understanding of what I think, but then you're going to tell me that you've only dated serial killers. Like that's shocking. I need to know that information so I can make a better decision.
Yeah,
Or
so whether you'll survive
monogamy or polyamory. If you're like, I definitely want to be in a polyamorous relationship, you need to let me know that an hour in, because at that point I need to be able to make that decision. Don't wait until I'm telling you after week 2 that I think I'm in love with you because you've shown me attention, and then you're like, well, I would like 7 other partners. Like,
Okay.
no. So I think it depends. For girls, my assumption is all girls want kids. So if you don't want kids, I would think I would want you to tell me that sooner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, I'm right there with you. I look, let's at least tell me that information before we pay the check and we move on, because I'm just like, I can't go there.
Yeah.
I just cannot go there. And again, no judgment to those, but it is just not one of those things that I can get on board with. Maybe my outlook on that will change as I get older, but for the most part, I am definitely a monogamy driven. And, I used to be married and I've been in 2 long-term relationships, and unfortunately their views were not the same as mine. Come to find out. But
so maybe do you ask the question, are you into monogamy, or do you wait for them to tell you?
No, I don't actually. That's not the last day that I was on. I mean, that didn't even come up. I mean, anything sexually or relationship oriented, that type of questioning didn't even come up. I just think that might be a little too early to talk about that. I don't know. Let's make it
date 1. Yeah.
Let's make it to the second date, and then maybe we'll talk about something. Like
Date 2, you're like, all right, monogamy. Yep. Nope. Abortion. What do you think? Death penalty. All right, let's get some cheese sticks.
Right.
Let's get some cheese sticks.
I mean, seriously. I mean, it's just,
here's the thing.
I like to keep it light on the first date.
You should, because if your personalities aren't going to match or mesh. Mesh.
Oh my God.
I don't know what I'm saying.
Match. I like match.
Put in my drink. Oh, match.
I met you. You met me.
If you're not going to mesh, it doesn't matter what you like, what you don't like. We're not getting along, right?
Yeah.
What if on a first or second date they bring up an ex?
It depends on what they say.
Yeah,
if they say I killed my ex, that's a problem. If they're just like, I've had it. I mean, it's hard to tell a lot of stories from my past that don't involve an ex. I mean, I was in a 15-year relationship. So I found for 5 years after that, every story I told involved him.
Right.
So if I didn't mention him, then it seemed like I was covering up or hiding.
Yeah.
So I just decided to go full on and say it. And I had somebody say to me, you talk about your ex a lot. And I'm like, but I'm not talking about missing him. I'm telling a story about what happened because it's funny.
Yeah.
So,
and it's a good chunk of time of your life.
Yeah.
Like you can't a lot of times tell the story without talking about that.
Okay.
Like I was in a 10-year relationship and I was married for 3 years. And so,
did you just one up mine?
No,
he did.
You were
I was
together
married.
longer.
Throw that in.
Well,
I've had 2 relationships.
No, that marriage thing was not as glamorous as it might
Well,
sound.
if you're on a date too and you say, yeah, I've been to the San Diego Zoo, you don't have to say like my ex and I went. But to your point, there's a lot of history there.
Yeah, but
and I've never
I just
had
don't
that
believe
long.
in like leaving stuff out to try to protect somebody. Like I'm not going to say, I went on a week's vacation, just me and no one else.
Wink, wink.
I just don't think we should talk about exes at all on a first or second date.
I don't think that's a hard rule for me because it depends on what you're telling. If you're telling,
I think the longer you spend time with this person, if it does progress, it's eventually going to come up.
It will. So here's the context. I was on a date
Right.
a couple weeks ago, and the guy brought up his ex. and what that guy did wrong. And I'm like, that's not me, nor do I care. On date number 1. And I felt he was, and it gave me a clear indication of where he was. So I'm kind of glad he did, because I haven't talked to him since, because it was very hateful.
If that was,
And I'm not a hateful person. I'm like, get away from me.
If that was the focus of the conversation, then I think that's something different. But if you correlate it with like some psychological issues that you've come out of it because of it, then I think it's important to describe why you feel that way and if it stems from that or not. So I don't know. I don't think it needs to be the focus of any conversation, but I'm certainly not going to be, tuned out because you mentioned your ex. I mean, we've all got them.
We all have them.
Yeah. Some have a lot of them.
Oh, was it?
Oh, hold on.
Yeah.
That's you over there.
Oh, that's
yeah, I think with dating, there's so many like rules and things. Don't do this, don't do that. I just think try to have a good time, try to be respectful, and don't make it last too long on the first date. And then you can kind of start the slow rollout of things. But I think what I do wrong is like I either tell my best stories or like the most shocking things, and then it just seems like it's like, well, Philip just kind of got boring after 2 weeks. So from now on, I'm just going to start with like
his therapist told him one time he came in hot, and I think that's that's what he did.
You do have to build.
He is all in on the first date, and
Yeah,
they're just tired afterwards.
Yeah, I've got like a slideshow. I'm like, slide 47. This is me and my ex in San Diego. I'm like, we're at Olive Garden. Where did you plug in your slide projector?
Oh my God, I love it. I love it.
No, I mean, I don't know about you, Wes, but I mean, I'm at that age to where, and maybe I get this from my mother because my mother is a very independent person, and I just am at that stage to where dating really doesn't interest me. Being with someone doesn't really interest me. I'm enjoying my independence, honestly. I really am. And I don't hook up as near as much as I used to. And I just like being, living my life by my, without anybody to answer to or check in on or anything else like that. I mean, I just enjoy my friends. I enjoy my independence. I'm working on the next stage of my career. I mean, so it's just, I mean, that's just where I am. I mean, I'm certainly open to it, but
I get a little scared because I love my alone time.
But yet you date somebody every single
regularly.
I have not dated in a week. Like that date was the first date I've been on in a long time.
Schmitz.
I am ready to delete the apps because I do.
Again,
people are annoying me so much. And I try to love everyone. Together we can. But I just really, I love my alone time. I was on my terrace last night. I had my candles going. I was reading a book and watching the birds. Yeah, and then I got a little sad because I'm alone on a Saturday night.
Wes is like, it's a little chilly out here. Maybe I should text somebody.
Yeah.
And I did not
get a massage.
I did get a massage.
Oh, so you weren't alone.
Well, I had a massage.
Yeah. So you had somebody.
Wes is like, I'm going to delete the app.
Focus on my glutes, please.
Did you not know? But no, it's a new season of life. And I remember being younger and coming, like the cicadas, like coming out at a very
good tie-in.
I came out at 28 or 29.
The cicada birds.
And
this occurs.
All right, back to me. So I was,
I
would be at the bar and some of my friends that were older were like, yeah, I love being single. I don't want to date. And I never got that in my 30s. And now in my 40s, I'm like, I get it. I'm there now. So to the young folk out there listening, just listen to your elders because you're going to be there one day. You know what pisses me off? There is like, if people say no, old people, no, like you're going to be old at some point, right?
Yeah.
If you don't die, you sure will.
That's how aging works. Everybody's going to be
like
there.
on dating apps, no one over 37. And I'm like, well, you're going to be there someday. And it doesn't feel like it feels great to me. I love being 43. But that's my advice. I don't know why I said that.
As the great Dolly Parton used to say, time marches on and eventually it will march right across your face.
It's so true.
I've never heard that.
Don't zoom in.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, I think I'm almost at the spot where I need work done.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know anything about that, honestly.
Did you hear Wes? a few years ago.
We tried to get you to the mobile med spa, Lauren Medway.
Well, I didn't want to look like a statue like y'all do.
I wish I could.
I like to look my age.
I wish I could blink.
No,
Honestly,
Philip, that was a bad joke by me. What do you want to get done?
I don't want to get anything done. I just I've noticed in a lot of pictures now, especially when I smile.
Oh, you have all that.
You,
You do. I have it. I'm not like I'm equal. I'm down the middle. I'm equal opportunity.
with friends like these, I'm telling you.
Jason's in the middle.
all right, so I guess I'll get Botox done. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like as I'm turning 50 this year.
That's a big one.
Yeah,
It is. So maybe I'll just tape it. They do that. I see on TikTok the girls tape their eyes back.
No, they have
I think that's probably
Ready
not
for
good
my
anymore.
close-up, Mr. DeMille.
Yeah. So yeah, I just wanted to announce I am considering Botox.
that, and you're not getting work done. You're just like keeping up. So it could
Yeah.
be like filler or anything like that. And it doesn't have to
filler
like,
look dramatic.
yeah. Look at Jason.
It
He
depends.
looks fine.
I mean, I've had it underneath
Kind
my
of.
eyes.
Yeah, I'm not going to do it then. We can see you.
I started when I was 36, 37. So
Filler or Botox?
Botox.
Oh, okay.
Filler just started like a year or two ago.
Mhm.
But it was just because I just had these. I just didn't like how underneath my eyes. The Botox made me look refreshed, but then my eyes made me look tired, and so that was the reason why I did
Like
that.
a tired statue.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. But do people ever come up to you at work and say, God, you look tired?
Mm.
They do me all the time. So I feel like
Mm.
maybe we can get a 2-for-1 deal.
I don't get that. I think it's more vanity. No one says to me I look.
And it's okay to
old.
it's
It's
okay
just-
to be that way too.
yeah.
I mean, it's you need to be happy in your own skin, and so, I mean,
Mm.
screw,
But
screw everybody else.
If you had to have one plastic surgery
No
done,
offense, listeners.
one thing of plastic surgery,
Ah.
all right,
Mhm.
or again, whatever you've done, what would you do?
Liposuction. I've actually considered it. I've actually went and gotten evaluations about it.
Yeah, that's why
Yeah.
we brought you here. We got you a Groupon for liposuction.
Yeah, Dr. Sorochik is great with that.
Yeah.
Been there.
Well, you've had it done, right? Wes?
I have, yeah.
What would you get done, Wes? And you can't say liposuction now because you've already had
Yeah,
it.
something new. Titty lift or something.
Something with
Is that
like
the medical
face.
term
I
for
don't
that?
know, but-
Titty lift?
I don't think I need a facelift yet. I would just
No,
so
you won't.
the
I don't think they
No,
would
you're
approve
close,
that anyway. I don't think.
the Ovmois spa, OVME.
Oh.
They do different stuff. So it'd probably just be a little
Would
tuck,
it be?
Facial.
Would it be
little
face?
tuck under the eye.
Would it be face focused or body focused?
Face.
I would do pec
Yeah.
implants
Mm.
because as I age, my 6-pack, which I never had, has now developed into more of like a couch cushion. And in many
Later.
pictures
That you've washed
that
where
I've-
all the
yeah,
cottons in one
yeah.
side.
just when I think I've got the cutest little look for a picture, everyone else says, "Oh my god, it looks great!" And then I zoom in and I'm like, "I look 4 months pregnant."
You know, because you always stand on the end on the side. That's why you need to
Hmm.
stand in the middle.
That's what
But-
it is, Philip. It's just all placement.
Yeah.
Placement. And it's
But
an angle.
I've always got to take the picture because they're like, "If you're
Oh.
taller, use your
So
arms.
you're
You're
always on the
stronger and
end.
better looking."
Yeah.
You know, that kind of stuff.
But it is.
You
There's
got the wider wingspan.
Right.
That's what I say.
there's reports about different lenses because you can look at a camera and I'm like, oh my God, I look great. And then you look at a selfie and you're like, oh my God, that is
Yeah.
absolutely horrible.
Well, I'm going to get pec
so-
implants because it would push the pecs out further,
Out
and
in
then
your
the shirt would
gut.
drop straight down, and then I could I don't want to hold my breath for 4 hours at a
The
bar
bar.
It's tough.
because it's hard to
It's
drink
tough.
while you're holding your breath.
And they're like, Philip, how are you?
I'm good. Can't talk.
Good.
Can't talk.
Got on 9 binders. Is your blood pressure okay? I'm like,
Like over.
nope, but I look skinny.
Yeah.
But back to this big birthday. Anything planned this year? Anything big? It's a big
No,
one.
I don't have the money to throw like a massive, $1 million birthday party,
Mhm.
which I would like. I can't tell you the number of fantasies I've had about my birthday, by the way. Like where
Mm-hmm.
I'm lowered in, I do an 11-minute mega mix while y'all are watching, and the whole point is like y'all are so amazed at me, which
Right.
is so vain, I know, but I'm just admitting it.
But a birthday's
Um,
about you. So
yeah.
Mhm.
So I'm doing, I don't know. I'll do something. small, a little 3,000 people, Bridgestone Arena. I don't know. We'll see. I'm very excited about turning 50. I do not care about, I'm not sad.
No.
I think it'll be fun. And it always shocks people because they're like, you look 48. I'm like, no, I'm 50.
Yeah, you're wowing them. I think it's great to age because we're still living.
Yep.
And we're still
right
getting
back
new
to the old science of aging.
because we're still living and we're still experiencing new things.
Yeah.
And I love aging. I'm getting salt and pepper in your hair. And I'm really excited about that.
About the salt and pepper?
Yeah.
Oh, mine's spreading like wildfire.
Yeah, it is. Look at that.
Ridiculous.
But yeah, I'm
Like
not all about
wildfire.
I'm fine doing Botox and tummy tucks and all that. But hair and stuff, that's all natural.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are y'all up for a game?
Oh boy.
I am.
Yeah, I need a verbal. It's like sitting in the
Yes.
emergency exit row. I
Let's
need
do
a
it.
yes.
Let's do it.
We
A
good?
verbal yes.
All right, here we go. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the world's most popular podcast game. It's played in the third bedroom of a townhome that's been shoddily constructed into a podcast studio. Now, let me explain the game. These creatures have wandered the earth for centuries making noises, and we have an organ that allows us to hear them. So let's play Name That Random Animal Sound.
Of course it is.
All right, everybody. I'm your host, Philip Hedrick. I am in charge. All right, so here it's going to work. Wes and I did this last season. I think so. Whenever it was. But I'm going to play the sound. You get one guess.
Okay.
All right. If you get it right, you'll hear this. Ding. If you get it wrong, you'll hear this. Okay.
I want to hear the ding again.
Ding.
I love how she went.
Ding. All right, we good?
All right, let's do it.
All right. Animal sound number 1. Want to hear it again?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Wes, what is that?
I'm going to say a wild boar.
Okay.
Gorilla.
Wes, Jason, ding. Good job, Jason. You are good at something.
How about that?
He's sitting closer to you. He's
No,
seeing
he
the
can't
answer
see
list.
this. It's this Post-it note that I've crammed under a cookbook. Okay.
Okay.
Are we
that's
ready? Sound number 2.
Oh.
Me.
great. Got it.
Whoops.
Got it. Octopus.
Frog.
Okay. Wes, Jason,
It's a sea animal.
it's a baby crocodile.
Oh.
This
Oh, they can be in the sea.
is a,
Oh, I heard that on National Geographic, come to think of it.
yeah, there's your baby crocodile. So if you're ever in a lagoon at
And you hear
night
that?
and you hear that, there's probably a mama close and you're dead. So just keep that in mind.
Got it.
All right. Animal sound number 3.
I know it. Maybe.
All right, Wes, what you got?
Weed eater.
Animal
It's not an animal,
sounds.
you moron.
Weed eater? Notice how the weed eater is making its way across the plains of Africa.
If you look closely, you will see a
Okay.
weed eater
Eating
mating it with a
weeds.
lawnmower.
Forgot it was only animals.
Okay, yeah, here we go.
Okay.
Jesus. It's an easy one, Wes. I
Oh,
think.
weed
I think.
eater?
Yeah. Boy, I can see it now.
What I
I
see?
can really.
What is it, Wes?
Rattlesnake.
Yeah,
All right.
that's what I was going to say.
Both rattlesnake?
Yep.
All right. Ding!
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's go.
Okay.
Acting all
So
proud.
we
now after
have
Weed Eater.
Jason 1 or Jason 2, Wes 1.
Yeah, he's got 2.
Mhm.
All right. Animal sound number 4.
Animal, Wes.
Yes.
We're staying
He's
with
like,
animals this
KitchenAid mixer?
time. You guys you keep going back and forth.
Blender.
My grandfather on a lawnmower. It's a very specific sound, Wes. All right, here we go.
Live
Animal
that
sound number 4.
I know it. think I know it.
All right, Wes, we're coming to you first. What animal sound is that?
Hint: it is not an appliance.
A handsaw?
Some aquatic. I heard water in the
You
background.
want to hear it one more time?
Yeah.
Sounds like someone's in severe
Yeah, it
distress.
sounds like me after a wild night. Let's do a beluga whale.
Okay, beluga whale.
Seal.
All right, Wes,
Oh,
Jason, ding.
how are you getting this? Oh my
He's
God.
lived.
I have never.
It's now a
heard
bad
of
time to
these.
tell you about my biology.
He studied aquatics.
Okay, final animal sound. Animal sound.
Yeah, animal.
Jason's already won.
Yeah.
That's not a
Animal.
7.
All right, but I'll give 5 points
Oh,
for this one. So this is your
oh.
chance.
Da, 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 da,
Okay.
da,
It's like
Here we
double,
go.
like double Jeopardy.
Got it. What is bullfrog?
Okay.
You said Jeopardy.
Let me hear it again.
Sounds like me sleeping. That's why nobody will sleep with me. Can I go to the couch? God, you sound like a bullfrog. What you got?
Bullfrog.
Bullfrog?
Oh, dang.
What was it? Hippo?
Koala.
Oh, I don't think I've ever heard a koala bear.
You
I've
haven't
never
lived.
heard, I don't know that I've ever heard.
Yeah, and you've lived.
Yeah.
all
No,
over
I
the
don't know that
world.
I've
Yeah, remember
ever-
those 2 times in Austin or whatever?
I don't think I've ever heard a koala bear.
Well, there you go.
That's
That was
interesting.
So-
fun.
Okay.
Jason, congratulations, hon. You are the
Oh,
winner
Thank
of
you.
the best game ever played on a
What do I get?
podcast. Hey.
A fake round of
Yes.
applause. Hey, speaking of animals, the Kentucky Derby happened. Do you know the average price of a women's hat that's taken to the Kentucky
Oh,
Derby?
okay. Like just in general?
The
or-
average price of a hat for the Kentucky
I
Derby.
would say,
$800.
I was going to say 450, 470.
I've just been dying to do that. $1,100 is the average price of a
Wow.
hat. Isn't that crazy? Minnie
Goodness
Pearl.
gracious.
Minnie Pearl had a
I
beautiful
forgot that
$1.98.
Kentucky Derby was on.
Especially since it rained. Didn't it rain on it?
It rained this year.
Did
It
it?
did. Yeah, it rained. I think it was partly sunny skies like it was here in Nashville. But yeah, they ran it. I saw the pictures.
Did you have a party or?
No,
Oh, you're just.
I have been to steeplechase here in Nashville.
Oh
Have
yeah,
y'all
I
been
haven't
out
done
there?
that.
Yeah.
Hotter than hell. Everybody's in like a seersucker suit, and women are in dresses and hats, and it's our Kentucky Derby, right?
I don't know if
But
you're-
it was so much fun.
I don't know if y'all are familiar with a place called Callaway Gardens, just outside of, in between like Columbus, Georgia, and Atlanta, Georgia.
Mm.
That's why.
I think a lot of cities have a steeplechase because they throw one every year too, and it was a lot of fun. Everybody gets dressed
Yeah.
up for that sort
It's
of
fun to
thing.
do that because not everybody can go to Kentucky, and there's only so many seats, so you got to have your own, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hold on.
sure.
What?
Yeah, what
I'm just thinking like
What seats?
logistically. Well, the stands, there's
at
grandstands.
the Derby.
There's only so many people that can go, so you're like,
Oh,
God,
yeah.
I want to do that. with
I don't know.
the
Can you
horse."
buy because they do standing room? In the center of the racetrack. I don't know. Will they
That's
let
where
you
I
just
was
stand?
with steeplechase. They have the stands, but then they have the in the pit is what they call it.
Have you
so
ever
you're on
been?
the inside. Steeplechase here,
Have you ever
not
been to the Derby?
Kentucky. It'd be
Mhm.
fun to
Philip?
go.
No, I'd
Cole-
love to go.
I think Cole went one year. He was doing some nurse stint there, and he went. He said he loved it. The mint juleps, as they're known
Ugh.
for.
Oh, the mint
Yes.
julep. Tanya Tucker usually goes. She always posts a picture with her big hat and stuff. I don't know why I'm randomly say
That
that.
was a random.
Delta Dawn. What's that flower you have on? Could it be a faded rose from
Yeah.
days
Tanya
gone
Tucker
by?
goes to the Derby.
She does. She posts about it every year. And like the Real Housewives, like it's just there's so much money in Kentucky around horses.
And
Fun
bourbon.
fact.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
bourbon,
fun
definitely. Don't
fact.
forget the bourbon.
Do you know why, Philip? You know, or your dad will know, because he's a horse breeder. that most of the racehorses that are still winning have ties, their lineage has ties
Oh, yeah.
to the Belmead plantation. And that the reason why is when the horses drink water from the earth here in Tennessee, there's a bed of limestone. And the limestone it helps build strong bones. Hello?
Okay. I got nothing.
Well, that was it?
Yeah, that was it.
But how does the lineage happen?
Because they keep breeding them.
But what's the limestone got to do with the lineage?
It just like horses were stronger in Tennessee in the 1800s, and they found out it's because of the limestone, because they're drinking out of the creeks.
Got it now.
And the limestone. Yeah, sorry. Thought I was a good storyteller. And
all right, bring in the limestone. These horses are thirsty.
But it does because of the earth, and it just rises up.
Yes.
Yes.
So
Sounds like a National Geographic series.
in a world with limestone deep in the core of the earth. What's next?
Oh, yeah, Jason, I know you came prepared with questions for us. So hit us with things you've been dying to know.
No.
What? You just showed up and think we're going to run this thing? What
In
kind of lazy guest are you?
in the short amount of time that I did spend in Austin, both of you came to see me.
Oh,
Who'd you like more?
Wes came for. We went to the what was it?
the Unite the Fight Gala to help people.
Yeah, 97 degrees in October
on a rooftop
in our tuxedos.
Dog,
it was something else.
Yeah, it was.
But I'd never been
hot.
to that. It was a very interesting concept.
Mm.
I know y'all have talked about it on here before, but I was just blown away by, number one, the amount of money that was raised for it, and just the whole idea around it. I'd never thought about getting some average Joe that's never done drag before being mentored by another drag queen to do it for, as a fundraiser.
Yeah.
It was
Sounded
pretty
fun.
interesting.
Yeah.
It was fun.
And for people that don't know, there's always a straight person who does it. So each person raises money and they have their team, and there's always a straight person that does it, that's uniting the fight, bringing everybody together. But it was fun. It was fun to see you. It was fun to see old friends I hadn't seen in 10 years.
And Wes was working the tables, man. I mean, it was like
people were flocking.
He had never
he
left.
is hugely popular.
People were flocking.
Yeah.
God, 6 years there, Chamber of Commerce, all those people. There were some people that I didn't remember. That'll be a shock.
That's most everybody.
Especially during that period of Wes's life.
Right, unless they're country music artists from the 90s.
I'll not remember anybody. But that was a good time with you, Jason. Had a great time.
It was a good time. I'm glad you came. And Philip and Elena came shortly thereafter.
Yeah.
And we did something that I've never done before.
We made out. No, I'm kidding. You're dreaming.
We rode scooters all through downtown Austin.
I cannot see you on a scooter.
It was my first time.
Honey, let me tell you something. This bitch had us all over. And he acted like, he's like, I know I live here, Philip. And I'm like, he's like, we're just going to run down here and get an espresso martini. He'll do anything for an espresso martini. This bitch will cross railroad tracks, tarmacs. It doesn't matter. So he headed us out. We were probably headed in one direction for a good 2.5 hours, it seemed. And at one point, I literally see a plane landing. And I'm like, where are we, Jason? And he's out in the middle of the intersection. He's already crossed over. Traffic's everywhere. And Elena and I are standing there. And he was like, hey, guys. We've gone the wrong direction. So we head right back. My story.
Okay.
We head right back. But they were really fun. It was.
To my defense, there were 2 locations of this coffee bar, and I chose the wrong one.
Yeah.
But number 2, I would say that for the first minute, I was terrified for my life on these scooters. And then you just get to where, oh my God, they're so much fun. Like, they are so much fun. And we rode around for hours.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we went to the LBJ library with them.
Yeah.
We went everywhere, and it was a lot of fun.
The whole tour.
If you have never done that, just grab you a bird, not that kind of
bird.
Not
a cicada bird.
Not a cicada
regular
bird.
You'll be attacked like I was on Historic
or a
Music
lime
Row.
or whatever that thing's called, and then just ride around.
They're
town.
worth it.
I mean, it is so much fun.
I also took Jason on a date with me. Not with Jason.
No.
And I think I told this at the beginning, but I met a guy on Tinder because I'm desperate.
I love this.
And I was like, And then I kind of felt bad. I was like, if I go on a date, Jason's going to be like, why are you going on a date without me? So I was
I get
like,
it.
I'll go only if I can bring my 2 friends, which I mean, I kind of did it as a joke. And he was like, sure, let's go.
That's true.
So Jason and
God.
Elena went with me on a date.
Okay, so how did that go?
Jason,
how did
I would love to hear your
Yeah,
version
Jay.
of it.
It wasn't unusual. He didn't make us feel awkward. Neither Philip nor what was his name? Can't remember his name. I don't want to butcher it.
Oh,
Larry?
y'all don't remember names, and that's fine. But I
Keurig
don't
or
remember a
something.
name.
Keurig or
Keurig, I think, is what you get coffee out of.
Anyway, it wasn't
yeah.
it wasn't a usual like normal standard name. It was but he was very, very friendly. I mean, we just stood around and talked for hours. I think we went to a couple places with him, right? And so it was
that
a lot
dance
of fun.
club, and
it was a lot of fun. I mean, he was very nice. And he had just I think he had just moved there.
Yep.
If I remember right. And so just very nice guy, very, very nice guy. So it wasn't I didn't think it was unusual at all. Matter of fact, I think we talked about like normalizing that type of
I was going to say
thing.
that could be cool.
Taking friends, like having your date meet your friends quickly, I think is very important. But yeah, he did. I thought he was a good sport about it. Although he did quit responding and answering all forms, emails, faxes. I even sent a carrier pigeon. He shot it.
Send the cicadas.
I was like, just tell me if you don't want to do this anymore. All you got to say is, I am not interested.
That was going to be my next question.
I hate when people just stop responding to me.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have him killed. What?
But maybe that's why he's not responding anymore. Your people got to him already.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Okay, so he was nice then. He is not nice now.
Yeah, it didn't work out.
Yeah, and I did. The other awkward thing, I didn't tell y'all this. I always ask about a kiss on the first kiss, because I think there's a little bit of like romance, and I don't know if it's sexy or not, but like to say to a guy, I'd like to kiss you, or something like that, instead of just being like, which is the way I kiss.
It sounded like
a
this is me kissing. And I said something like, I'd love to give you a kiss, and he went. And I was like,
I'd like to massage your tonsils.
Right.
If you don't
Jason
mind.
and Elena are just standing there watching.
This is after I sent them home.
We're like,
I was like, goodness, it's getting late. Somebody's getting tired. Jason's like, what are you talking about? I'm ready to go.
Benadryl, vodka tonic.
Yeah. But it was a fun time. We had a good time.
yeah, it was a lot of fun. Yeah, I'm glad you came.
Well, babe, we are. Anything else? Any other questions that you're dying to ask us? Because I know you came prepared. Oh, well.
Season 4, I
wow.
can tell you that.
Thank
That's
you.
exciting. Season
and
4.
if you want to see Jason, it'll be hard to see him because the parade's going to be packed, but he will be in the Pride Parade with us this year.
That's right.
Right.
This is the first appearance of TBD at the Pride Parade.
Yeah,
right.
That's exciting.
First podcast in the Pride Parade. How many people do you think were there last year, Jason?
Over 40.
Spectators.
Over 40 is
definitely
an
over
accurate
40.
number.
I don't know if they
200,000 maybe.
Yeah,
10 to 20, I'd reckon. That's a big change.
I kind of want to have a microphone that just as we're just going down the street and I'm just like roasting people. Hey, look at her.
That'll be great. Y'all, we're
How
going
long
to
the doctor say you had to wear those?
Right. I have medication for that.
I think we've announced it. I can't remember anything or the episodes we've already done this season, but we are going to be in a jacked up F-150 blacked out, and we are going to have 50 people with us. We're going to be having a good time.
Let's not hard on that number. We haven't confirmed 50 yet.
They gave us 50. So if you're local or you want to come to Nashville, come on out. It's the parade here. I was anti-parade, y'all. For many years.
We know.
This parade,
we
it
remember.
was super fun, super family
Early
friendly.
controversy that was.
It was. So Brittany got in jail. And then, then that happened. I always bring up Brittany Griner, but I hope she's doing well.
What?
But anyway, I am so excited for this year's Pride Parade. The old PP. Let's go.
He loves an acronym, y'all. Makes them up on the fly.
I'm still trying to figure out how Brittany Griner got in the Pride Parade.
Just keep moving.
Okay, got it.
Do her time.
Got it.
Do the crime, do the time.
Here we go.
Okay.
There you go.
All right. Calm her down.
No, you're gonna have like t-shirts. We're all gonna. It's gonna be a lot of fun, right?
We're gonna have something. Everyone's getting a white tuxedo made, and we're going to have a QR code on their forehead tattooed. We'll have something. I don't know. We're working on that now, but we're super excited about it. And
Just to be there.
Yeah.
just to be there.
And
be-
y'all,
and
I'm telling you,
experience it.
the last year it was insane. Like the number of people, how long it. I mean, we stood out there for a good hour and a half or so.
Oh,
just
yeah.
until the damn thing ended, and it was
Mhm.
like, wow, like really good turnout. Really
Yeah.
good turnout.
Like I said, family friendly. It was a great parade. There was people were just having fun and friendly with each other, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah,
no,
it
it was
is.
good.
So come out. I think it's at the 22nd.
June 22nd.
June 22nd,
2024.
downtown. You can't miss it if you drive downtown. So
Yeah.
y'all come support us if you can,
gonna
or
be
walk with
hot.
us. We'd love to. If you want to walk with us, please reach out.
It's going to be very hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, hot. Do we have any closing words for Jason? Okay, I do. Do you want to go first?
Oh,
No, go ahead since you know. But I'll be thinking of something nice to
No,
say.
every episode we do with J Dog here, we always get great feedback, and people love his stories, especially you talking about your grandparents and your family relationships and dynamics. I think so many people related with that. And when you moved, we were all like sad, like Stacia and everybody. I named one person, but literally everybody was sad you moved, and it is just so
that's about
great.
right. Actually, probably.
Like, where'd he go? But it's funny when you move back, everybody's like, "Wait, he
Yeah.
moved?" Or
Now she
where'd
won't
he
do
go?
a thing with me.
Yeah, but Stacia, answer your phone. She's always busy.
She's always traveling.
But I'll tell you what, you are such a great friend. I love working with you. You have so many jokes at work, which are so funny. They're usually like aimed at me, but I still
Sure.
laugh. They're so funny. But you are just an amazing friend, and I'm so glad you're in Nashville, and you light up every room. And I'm just really glad you're back.
Oh, thank
That
you.
was sweet.
Yeah, very much so. Yeah. Like
Okay, well, let's see what I can. Wikipedia defines friendship as.
Can I draw your attention? Yeah.
I've got a 38-minute slideshow I want to do. And
That was
Um,
nice, Wes, but
yeah,
just see
I
if
have
can-
nothing prepared. Stand by your man. All right. No, Jason, you know I'm glad to have you back, babe. I missed you, and I'm sorry you haven't been feeling good. But right after this, I'm going to move your autoconia out of your horizontal canal. If you know what I mean.
Sounds a little dirty.
Get a cigarette.
I'm nervous.
Yeah. No, I'm
Yes, we
glad to have
can.
you back.
Thank you.
You are a wonderful friend most of the time, and my parents are happy to have you here too.
Oh God, I love
it's
them
so
to death.
yeah. They always ask every time I talk to them.
Should we tell them can we tell us a quick story about the Easter? We went over to your.
Oh
place?
yeah,
Go
yeah.
ahead and tell them.
Jason came over to mom and dad's house for Easter. After we went to church, I just want everybody to know that we did
You
go to
did
church.
Go to church.
Yeah.
Um,
you get
I am
that.
a member
Point.
as they say in Southern Baptists. It's like I'm a member of the Holly Lily Club, which is you only go to church for Christmas
Christmas and Easter. Holly Lily, honey.
There you go.
And I had told mom and dad Jason was coming. Mom was so excited. Or is she going to have enough food? What does he like? What does he not like? And as we come in, I'm first, as always. And I round the corner and mom's like, "Hi, baby. How are you?" And I'm like, "Good. Where's Jason? Did he not come?" I was like, he's so short. He's literally behind me. And then she starts a little,
Oh, hey, sugar.
sugar.
Oh, hey,
Shug.
sugar.
He's
Oh,
got
hey,
the
it's
shug.
adorable.
And I've noticed I pat people. I
You
got
do?
that from my mother. I
Adam.
patience. I had a guy the other day. He goes, "Why do you keep patting me?" If I'm telling us, I'm like, "All right, what I want you to do." He's like, "What? Are you burping me?" Like, I'd like to.
We were
Uh,
we were sitting there eating, and I mean, no sooner than I set my plate down and just started cutting into the ham. Mama Hedrick's like, "You want more?
Get him, pass him some
We've
more
got-
ham.
We've got plenty. You want more green beans?
It's the
I mean,
Southern hospitality.
Love it.
She
She loves having you there.
and
So,
that peach
Aw.
cobbler she made.
honey, she put both feet in it. Just
Oh,
both feet. Just got it in there and smashed it around. It
That'd be
was
a peach cobbler.
delicious.
Man,
She's a good
She
cook.
can cook it.
She's amazing.
man.
Mama Hedrick. Love it.
All right. Well, Jason, we're glad to have you back, babe.
Glad to be back.
Happy Sunday. Hope
Happy
everybody has a
Sunday.
great week. And Wes,
Oh, it's Cinco de Mayo.
It's Cinco de Mayo on this recording.
well, I guess I will go out and have a margarita. Or seven.
Yes, he will. I hope you all have a safe day.
Yes.
Oh, we will. It'll be fun.
Oh,
Hope
absolutely.
we have a great Sunday.
Wes, Philip, thank you again. This is always fun.
It's our extreme
You're welcome,
pleasure.
babe. It's we
Super
like to
proud of
support the
y'all.
people who are less fortunate than us.
Yes,
So
like a
it's like a
Make-A-Wish
Make-A-Wish thing here. Um,
And it's like we always say,
When y'all call-
together we can.
There we
Let's
go.
do it.
okay.
All right.
All right. Bye.
Thank
Love
you.
y'all.
Love y'all. Bye.
Bye-bye. Episode of Two Bottles Deep. If you'd like to be a guest on the show or have a crazy show idea, email us at twobottlesdeep@gmail.com or hit us up on the old Instagram.
And we really do appreciate you listening to today's show. And when you get the chance, go back and listen to our other episodes, because Lord knows you have nothing better to do.